In Ohio, like they started that whole entire trend with like snake bite piercings, like scarves, like very like hipsters.
I never knew that.
Come on, really?
Yeah, like the whole like the bright colors and like all that like hipster stuff you've seen these days. Like
all that stuff came from Ohio.
See, I would think it was funneling from like LA, Miami, the crazy glasses.
No, that's why the music scene there is awesome. Like Attack Attack, all those bands from Rise Records came from there, and so it's definitely a really cool music scene.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it at all. Then again, you wouldn't.
I thought Ohio only gave us Drew Carey, and he's a buzzkill. And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's there, and it sucks.
I was going to say Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and LeBron James.
And the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's horrible.
But going back to what we were saying before, we played a show there, and like, not that we really had bad intentions, but we were there, and it was kind of like the best show of our lives. We had like a lot of fans there, and so it was really cool to be there, just because it was our first time there. We had a good response, and I mean, we've wanted to go back ever since. So hopefully we can.
It's so weird that you brought up Ohio. I mean, you guys know the band Bowling for Soup?
Yeah.
They have that song Ohio, Come Back to Texas. You know the song, where they make fun of Ohio the whole time.
Yeah.
So it was just very surreal when you brought up how great Ohio was, because I was listening to that and thinking, God, Ohio really sucks.
No, we definitely had a really good time there.
That band Hawthorne Heights is from Ohio too. They had that song Ohio is for Lovers. That was like their brand name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Well, maybe I haven't been to Ohio, I'll be honest. I haven't been there since I was 10, and I thought I was in a time warp. I guess I'll have to check it out again. So you're saying it's a good rock and roll town, huh?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's not much in Ohio. But it's kind of like people that have the same view of Virginia. It's like, oh, Virginia, that like redneck state from the South. It's like, no, you come to Northern Virginia and it's like suburbs, city, it's like awesome music scene, you know? That's like Ohio. Like we went there with the intentions of like cornfields and like, you know?
It's funny that you say that, because it is true, because I went to Georgetown for college, and everybody from up north comes there, and they're like, where are you from? I said, I'm from Virginia, and they go, well, what farm do you live on? I go, farm? I live across the bridge, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess it's, you know, if you're not, I guess you just have certain preconceived notions of places, and I'm so glad that we were able to destroy the stereotype of Ohio, but, you know, enough of Ohio. Let's talk more about
Ohio. We love you guys.
Let's talk more about you guys. Now, I was looking at your Facebook page, and it says your motto, which is something I've tried to live my life by, which is work hard, party harder. Who came up with that?
I actually run the Facebook, so all those like little catchy stuff I put on the Facebook, and it's literally how we live our hard. I mean,
live our hard.
Yeah, all right. We also live hard too, but
and we go hard too. But going back to what you said.
Yeah, so like we put in the time, we make good songs, but I mean, like Lehi was saying, every show we put on is a party. You know, we want you to come out, we want you to dance. It's not about us playing music, it's as much about you coming to the show and having a good time. We're not ashamed to admit that we all drink hard, we party hard. You know, this isn't something
that we're trying to hide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was cool. That was like very simple, straight to the point. How long is your set going to be for the 20th?
It's probably going to be close to, I want to say like 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Are there any new songs you're excited about playing?
The songs off the EP that we just released. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where they're new and it's like exciting to play, and we actually haven't even played them much ourselves.
Yeah.
We've only played 2 shows.
Yeah. The last show we played at Jammin Java, we played them, but they weren't released, so the crowd was kind of like,
iffy about it, I guess.
Yeah, you know. So this time, now that they're released, people are going to know the lyrics and they're going to know how they go, and they're going to be excited to hear them.
Definitely.
So do you know what you're going to play when you get up there, or do you just kind of...
Oh yeah, there's
definitely set.
There's a tactical sort of way about going about it. I mean, we like each create a playlist, and we like try to arrange the songs to see, you know, how better they would sound in order. Yeah.
Yeah. Like we definitely come up with a set list before each show, but what I like is that we don't play the same set list every show. You know, we try and change it up. So if someone comes to see us, you know, for the second time in 2 months or 3 months, they're not going to get the same show. You know, it's going to be different.
Exactly.
Cool. What are your Now you play drums, Mark. What are your influences on drums? Who got you playing drums? What were you listening to?
I'm not ashamed to admit that Travis Barker is the reason why I started playing drums. I'm also a huge John Bonham fan of Led Zeppelin. He's everything that people do today, they've ripped off of John Bonham. Yeah, Travis Barker, John Bonham. I listen, like we talked about this before show, before we got on. You and I are on the same page. We listen to anything from country to rock to metalcore to hardcore. I listen to everything. So, Travis Barker is the reason why I play drums.
Our producer Phil's, that's Blink 182, right?
Blink 182, yeah.
Our producer Phil's a big Travis Barker fan.
He's actually fist pumping back.
Yeah.
Beat that beat.
Yeah.
Beat it.
What about you, Lehi? Who are your influences?
Like what we were talking about before, like post like modern day like pop punk and stuff. I mean, all that stuff is cool, but I mean, I love to go back into history and look at legendary people like Jimi Hendrix and just all those great guys. I mean, they're like such inspiration. Like Jim Morrison, like I mean, I really look up to him just because it was just one of those things where what he did was new and it was like so crazy. A lot of people appealed it. A lot of people like couldn't get enough of it. And, I mean, I'd be lucky to be anywhere close to that in my career. So.
What, dead at 27?
Yeah, man.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm a big Doors fan. Actually, Jimi Hendrix died at 27 too, as well as Janis Joplin. But anyways, I'm a huge Doors fan.
So you know what I mean? Though,
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the Doors and Jim Morrison actually went to high school around here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that. They were. I love the Doors. And you're right. They did do something different, and they were just such a unique sound. And I guess that's what you're trying to do with this. Try to come up with something unique.
I mean, just be ourselves, really, because that's who they were. You know, they were. That was Jim Morrison. Like, he wasn't trying to be like anybody else. I mean, he was a huge Elvis fan, but like, if you like compare both music, they're nothing alike. He was just, you know, I could talk about him all day, and I could talk about that.
Actually, I could do, but I don't want to bore everybody about my knowledge of Jim Morrison.
Yeah, but
Which actually isn't what it used to be, but.
Did you know that Jared Leto's from here too?
Jared Leto? I didn't know that.
He's from Northern Virginia?
He went to Flint Hill.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that, what was that song they did a video, like The Shining? It was a rip-off of The Shining. What was the video?
I don't know. I mean,
For the Kill, maybe?
I honestly
Isn't
don't
that
know.
30 Seconds to Mars?
I'm pretty sure it is,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, I'm not a huge 30 Seconds to Mars fan, but I'm a huge Northern Virginia fan, so I know, like, every fact possible about
You know who else is from here?
Anything that's
On a
Connecticut
side note,
is
you know
awesome.
who else is from here, but I was never a fan, but he's huge, Henry Rollins.
Yeah,
Did you know that? I didn't know that. Do you know who that is, Amanda? Henry
No, I
Rollins?
don't.
huge punk
Putting you on the
rocker.
spot.
Hey, I'm honest. It's cool.
He's written books. He has a talk show. He was in a band called Black Flag. He's kind of a big deal. I've never really been that into his music.
Well,
but-
DC, like, started, like, the hardcore punk, you know, Fugazi and,
Yeah, you were saying some other bands before. I mean, like a lot of the bands that came out of these high schools within the last like 10 years that really put Northern Virginia on the map.
yeah, I mean, like, recently, you've had, like, My Favorite Highway signed to Virgin, Friday Night Boys signed to Fuel by Ramen, which is under Atlantic, same label that Fall Out Boy got big off of, and Gym Class Heroes, Panic at the Disco, all those bands. A band that's really doing good things right now is the Downtown Fiction. They signed to Photo Finish Records, which is the same record label that Duo 303 is on. And then you've had the Bigger Lights, they signed to Doghouse Records, and Matt McGinn signed to Epitaph. So, like, we're kind of the last group from this area that hasn't really signed with anyone, and that's why, you know, moving west, we hope to, you know, get some new looks. Because everyone's given us a look and they haven't offered us anything substantial.
Yeah. And on a good note,
Yeah.
I mean, being out there, like, it's just one of those things where doing music, aside from like trying to have a part-time job and living, I mean, I live really far away from Mark.
Yeah.
It's like a good like 40-minute drive. Mike lives like an hour away from us and stuff. it's gonna be one of those things where we're living together, the bonding experience, the opportunity to make music our full-time job. It's gonna be like
Get on each other's nerves by being around each other 24 hours.
I'm gonna hate Mark. Mark's gonna end up hating me, but
Yeah.
we're ready for it though.
But at least when I want something done, I can just open my door, go across, and be like, Lehi, you need to do this right now.
So you guys have done pretty much all your recording. Like you didn't go into a studio, you did it in somebody's basement and then you put it up on iTunes, right?
Yeah, we are.
Which shocks me because it sounds so great.
Yeah.
It's really good. I mean, it's good pop stuff, you know.
Yeah, we're 100% like DIY to the max. For those of you who don't know what DIY means, it's do it yourself. We literally record in a basement in someone's house. Our good friend Sean Small, he hooks it up. He is a computer genius. That's why our stuff sounds awesome. The computer that he uses, he actually built. He's like a computer science major. We owe a lot of thanks and credit to Sean Small for sure.
Definitely, he's a really cool guy. And if you haven't heard of him and you want to record with him, he's pretty fair with how he does things.
What's his name again?
Sean Small.
Sean Small. Okay, so for all those you out there that watch us from the local scene, look up Sean Small. Hopefully, when you Google his name, stuff
Be a
doesn't
ton
come
of things
up.
that come up. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So when you leave to go to LA, what do you think the legacy that you'll be leaving in Northern Virginia? You could sum it up in a couple of words.
You want to answer it or you want me to answer it?
I really don't think you couldn't even classify us as legendary or any type of legacy. A lot of great bands come from this area, and people really don't even realize it. Like I just said, Jared led us in Northern Virginia. All these great people. It really came down to we want to move out of our parents' house. Let's go to the entertainment industry. It was New York or LA. Let's look at the weather. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's my view on it. It might be different from Lehi's, but
I mean, I think they're so humble, and that's the right attitude to be heading out to Los Angeles with, because that place, if you don't keep your head on, can be crazy.
Can fall off.
You're going out there with the right attitude.
Where can we find you guys besides iTunes? What are your websites?
it's kind of weird. MySpace.com/boyswillbeboys. It's straight, but then Pure Volume in Facebook, it's /boyswillbeboysrock. And our Twitter handle is @BWBBrock. And if you just Google Boys Will Be Boys music,
I don't recommend that. I don't
here you go.
Okay.
You add music at the end of
music.
Boys Will Be
Or
Boys
band.
or band.
That works.
Yeah. You'll find us. It directs you.
And make sure to please go pick up a copy of Can This Be a Hit.
Yeah, it's great. I've already listened to it. I give it my thumbs up. We're coming to the end here. I'm Dave Bayne. For Amanda Mitchell, thanks for Boys Will Be Boys being on, and we'll see you in the front row, and we'll see you March 20th at Jammin Java. Thanks for watching.